welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. As usual, there will be timestamps listed down below so you can jump around, and if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and thumbs this video up. I do try to post 7 days a week, sometimes a couple of times a day, so you want to be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that way you are notified, because YouTube is shady now and they're unsubscribing people, they're not notifying people, and it's a whole ordeal. So just, if you want to be subscribed and you want to make sure you're getting notifications of when videos are going up for any of your favorite content, make sure you're hitting that notification bell, and then you're golden and you'll be set on all new releases, all the fun content, and that's all it takes to be a part of the Fawn family, which is the best community here on YouTube. Now this video shout out goes to, my phone has timed out on me, Isabelle Beauvais. Is that how you say your last name? I'm hoping that's correct because you said you speak French, so I'm assuming your last name is French. Thank you so much for that really sweet comment. That really did mean a lot to me. I can't believe it's been 18 years since I have spoken French. Like, time really flies by. It is crazy to think that it's been that long since I've been graduated elementary school. I mean, in Canada, we don't have middle school, so it's broken up differently than it is in the US, and where I went to school, it was kindergarten through grade 8. So we didn't even have a breakup. Some schools do have a breakup, but we don't even call it middle school. But my school was so small that my elementary school had a population of 400 kids from kindergarten through grade 8. So we were a really small school as it was, and we were the only French immersion school too. So it was just a very different environment for me growing up in general. I mean, I know I have to do a lot of story times because, oh my gosh, the story time videos that I have for you guys. I could have a whole year of story time videos because my life has been crazy. So I know that I have had requests, and I think Sadi requested some too, and there's been a few people who have requested them, so I have not forgotten. Those are also on my to-do list, and I will be doing them, I promise. But Isabelle, welcome to the Fawn family, Fawn squad, Fawn community. It is so awesome to have you be a part of this journey, this incredible Fawn family and everything. You are so wonderful, and it is just so incredible whenever new Fawns join, and to have somebody so positive and sweet just means so much to me on this community. So thank you for hitting that subscribe button, and I hope that you stick around and enjoy all of the content. Now this video is on Kat Von D's 10-year anniversary collection. For the most part, the collection. I did not pick up her train case because that was, I believe, $150, and I didn't have a need for it because I have makeup storage for days and days and days and days. So as I am really spent in the makeup department and skincare department, I didn't want to buy it because it would be a waste and it's expensive, and I'm also not going to buy something just for the purposes of showing it and returning it. That's wrong too. So I didn't pick up the train case. I did not pick up the brush set because I already own 2 out of 5 of the brushes, so again that would have been wasteful. And the tattoo liner is the same tattoo liner that I have shown on this channel many times, and I love that tattoo liner, but I'm currently using up so many different liners right now that it would have been silly to open up another liner when we already know how awesome the tattoo liner is. It just was coming in the gold packaging, so I thought that that one was a silly purchase for me, having so many open liquid liners right now. So what I did pick up are these babies, and oh my gosh. I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow palette. This is unbelievable. the mirror on this thing is huge. The packaging is vintage and stunning. The mirror gold, I mean, it's beautiful but messy. I have that love-hate relationship with all of this packaging, and everybody's doing it. I mean, Hourglass, Lancome, Becca, Tarte, like that's just naming a few right off that I'm looking at. So I mean, everybody's doing this, and it's Natasha Denona, you know, like they're Charlotte Tilbury. Just like I'm looking at like bam, 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 and Urban Decay, and it's just, it's so beautiful initially, and then it's like, look at all the fingerprints. So I have such a love-hate with this packaging, but this is just beautiful. And I love that so, so much. So that is stunning. And then the mirror size, oh my gosh, you can do your whole face in there. So that is awesome. And then the shades. Oh. Now, what I love about this palette, where I felt that she missed it on the Saint Sinner palette, is that this one is actually an all-encompassing palette. You have every transition shade that you need to go with every single metallic shade in here. Plus you have every kind of matte color that you really need to create even a matte look if you don't want to use a pop of color and use any of the metallic foiled type of shades or the duochrome. Like that's a duochrome shade in here. Sorry, that one. I don't know if I tilted it and you couldn't see it. So it's really very versatile, and mixing and matching, as you guys will see that I did with a couple shades. When you layer some of these shades, they are magic, like magical. They are stunning. I was a little bit worried because a few of these swatched extremely patchy. Not consistent at all with how they swatch. Like some of the mattes swatched evenly, beautifully, like just And then a lot of the mattes over here were patchy AF. And I'm like, you know what? I could play it safe and work with the warm tones, because for the most part, the warm tones swatched evenly and beautifully. But I'm like, that's going to be safe because I'm sure those are going to perform so well. But then when you get over here, they weren't swatching well at all. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I want to put to the test. I want to see if what is not swatching well will perform well with a brush. And oh my gosh, did it ever. This blue is everything. That's like the main blue that you see, but I did so much mixing and matching with these shades. I even put this shade kind of as a halo on the very top over the white that you're seeing for the cut crease, and I lightly dusted that over top. I used that shade to deepen up like the outer bit a little bit. I layered the duochrome with the blue to create another shade. Like this palette is buildable in intensity, like so buildable. Some of the shades are extremely soft though. You don't want to actually take your brush and jab at it. You want to dab them. Some of them you can go harder at. So if you pick up the palette, you'll get to know the shadows and which ones you can kind of pounce at, where it's like your stereotypical shadow, and which ones have a lot of kickback where you want to be a little bit more delicate with your brush and just kind of tap it. A little bit like the Subculture palette, because they're kind of a pressed pigment. They're so pigmented that you don't need to go at it because you're gonna just be wasting shadow. You'll get way more use out of your shadows. They'll last you longer just by tapping it, because that's all you need is a little dab. And it is like, look at this right now. It is so coated, and this is heavy duty. I would not be scared to travel with this. You would have looks for days and days and days. Like this is beautiful. Where the Saint Sinner which was the last one that I reviewed that I got so much crap for, but I didn't like it. Mine was a dud. I did buy another one. I just haven't retried that one yet because my palettes are endless right now that I have to review anyway. That one, to me, I did get a dud, whether people want to believe it or not, so that's why I did repurchase one, and I haven't tested out the one that I repurchased. But even though the one I repurchased may have a great formula to it, where the first one I purchased, something may have happened where it was stored or in the delivery process and it got dried out because it was very, very dry. Like, something happened to my palette. It was dried out, it was flaky, there was no creaminess to it. Something happened to the formula because it's not Kat Von D formula. I have so many of her palettes and I love them. That was the first real letdown I'd ever had from a Kat Von D palette. But what I still don't like about the Saint Sinner is that there aren't enough transition shades. Like, it just isn't an all-encompassing palette at the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, unless you're just kind of going for a really edgy, bold editorial look, but you're not looking for a gradient effect or something that's going to be very seamless. It's just not, to me, a palette that I can use on its own. I need another palette to go with it, and it's such a big palette that, to me, that one should be able to be a standalone palette, and it's not. But I did buy another one. I'll eventually get to it. I just have a ridiculous amount of palettes that I do have to get through first. This one is absolutely a standalone palette. It is gorgeous. So I highly, highly, highly recommend this. And her brushes are fantastic. I love her brushes. So I would recommend those 5 brushes to you guys too, because her brush quality is fantastic. So if you were debating on them, I would get them. If you have a need for those type of brushes, they are going to hold up and they are going to last you, because the couple that I have from that collection are fantastic. So you can't go wrong if you want them. And the train case, I mean, if it's still available, you can't go wrong with the train case if you don't have one. I just happen to have a handful of train cases plus a ridiculous amount of storage, so I don't need a train case. Now, and same with the tattoo liner. If you guys haven't tried out her tattoo liner, it is so good. With any liner, you need to store it with the tip downward, and then it won't dry out as quickly, because people seem to complain about her tattoo liner drying out more quickly than a typical liner, and I don't know why that's the case. If you're storing all of them consistently downward, then her liner shouldn't be drying out on you any faster than a typical liner, but you always want to store your liners downward. So just a little tip for you on that. Now, this highlighter, for me, it's everything. I love it, but I don't think it's going to be for everyone. The glow is beautiful. I love it. So this highlighter, I think, is absolutely stunning. It almost has that glistening effect when you see the sun hitting... when you see the sun hitting the snow in like a beautiful winter day, and the snow looks like it's sparkling. That's what this looks like. But the reason why I don't think everybody will love it is for one reason. There is a little bit of sparkle in there, or like a glitter, micro glitter effect, and once you set your face, everything melts down together. So you don't have glitter residue left over. It does become one with your skin, and you are just left with this beautiful glow. But where I did notice that some sparkle kind of went awry was when I was highlighting my Cupid's bow. Then glitter kind of went all over the upper lip. So I feel like this is a highlight where you can highlight your cheekbones, your nose, under your brow bone, your inner corner, but you can't really make it cohesive with your whole face and do your upper lip unless you don't mind that little bit of glitter fleck going over your upper lip, because there was nothing I could do about it. It won't brush away. That little bit of glitter fleck stays there once you set your face, obviously, because at that point the sparkle is there. So that's the only downfall to this. That won't detract me from using it because I can, a couple sparkles, whatever, because it's not everywhere on the face. That doesn't bother me. But be mindful of that with this highlight. That could be a big turn off for a lot of people. But if you dust your brush off, tap your brush off, it's not nearly as bad. Most highlighters, I don't tap my brush off because I want maximum impact. With this one, I actually did tap my brush off. I honestly cannot remember the last time I tapped my brush off using a highlighter. This one, I had to. It was that much glitter kind of going everywhere. Then her Everlasting Shimmer Veil liquid lipstick and the studded Crème Kiss lipstick. I have to swatch right after this because that's going to be included in the part of the outro. So I haven't put these on yet, but the colors look gorgeous. This is a red, obviously, and then this is a gold. And I know both of these formulas very well because I picked up a bunch of her colors in this formula, and I have every single color in this formula. So I know these are going to be awesome, but there will be a timestamp to just jump right to the lips if you're interested in just the lips. So I'm about to do that in a second. So if you guys want to see swatches of everything, how to get this eye look, if you want to see just the highlight in action, there will be a timestamp for just the highlight. So all that goodness, then just keep on watching. Oh my gosh, you guys. So my memory card filled up during the unboxing and my camera shut off. So I had to go empty my memory card, and initially I went to empty it, leaving the clip that was having the unboxing part that started with the unboxing, if I'm making any sense, and deleting all of the other footage. And then a bunch of other things happened along the way, and that unboxing clip ended up getting deleted by accident. And I had no idea until today when I went to edit this video that I had lost that unboxing clip. So I am so sorry that you lost my reaction to opening the palette and my initial first thoughts on it, but you are about to see zoom-ins on the palette when I do the swatches and all of that. And the reason why I'm saying that the camera shut off and it was abrupt is because this is where I pick back up from where the camera shut off on me from having a full memory card. So sorry that this happened, but good news, the memory card is fresh. Love you guys. Sorry for how that abruptly shut off on me. This rarely happens because I have a 512 gig memory card, but it actually was full. So when the memory card fills up, the camera just shuts off. So I had to go empty it, make sure that there were no clips left on there of footage that I haven't sunk yet and made a video and just all that shebang. So I am back. I think I was in the middle of saying that I love that this appears to be an all-encompassing palette. I don't think that it is lacking any transition shades just by looking at it. You have warm tone transition shades, cool tone transition shades, and this really appears to be a beautiful palette. So I'm very excited about this one. This one looks beautiful, and I'm very happy with the ratio of matte and foiled shades. So that's awesome. And then I was about to say, let me get swatching, but I got some more goodies. I was so excited about the Metal Crush because her palette that she came out with. I'm obsessed with. I love that highlighting palette so, so much. So this is her Extreme Highlighter in Gold Skool, S-K-O-O-L. Electrifying glitter, layer or wear alone, highlight everything. I like that. This is just, I mean, I hate how you get fingerprints. That is my deal with like all of these beautiful tops. They get so messy. I hate that, but it's so beautiful. Oh, you guys can't even see how gorgeous that looks. Oh, I hope the camera will pick it up. There, maybe on that angle, you can see it better. It is just glistening. It's almost like if you guys live somewhere where you get snow and then the sun shines on the snow and it's like that sparkling, beautiful effect on the snow. That's kind of what it reminds me of. That is beautiful. Wow. And then the Studded Kiss Crème lipstick in Sangre? I don't know. That. And there was only one shade that came out that I saw anyway. That's fun. Ooh, she's pretty. It's definitely looking more orange based on my monitor, but it's looking like a true red in person. So we'll see how it swatches and applies on the lips. And then I did get her Everlasting Glimmer Veil liquid lipstick. This is also Gold Skool. I do have her other one that was limited edition that I was going to show in this video because I've never actually even opened it, tried it on, or anything, but my beauty room is a disaster. There's like not even floor space. I have so much to show you guys, so I can't find it right now. But you can actually see the gold color through this. There you go. That's actually what you see in Everlasting. That's the shade of the liquid lipstick. Yeah, you can see it in the base there too. Boom. That is gonna be beautiful topped over the red lipstick. And for holidays, for anything. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. All right, so I'm gonna go get to swatching and then I will be right back. All right, first up we have the amazing highlighter. This is stunning. Look at that glow. Isn't that unreal? Yes, I want that everywhere. All over my face, my shoulders, my collarbone, my legs. Holy cow, that is unbelievably beautiful. Now here's the beautiful palette and the shades. So my boys are barking as usual. I did swatch the top row and then the bottom row. Alright, so these swatches are inconsistent. And I like to do my swatches in a different fashion from a lot of YouTubers because when you do finger swatches, it typically gives the shadows a leg up. So I do it on a well-moisturized arm rather than, you know, priming my arm and then putting it on. Because the test then comes down to brushes and a primed eye on application. So putting it on a primed arm, I feel gives the eyeshadows a really big hand up when you're giving it a finger swatch. So people came at me before in the last Kat Von D palette video because I don't prime my arm, but it's on a very well moisturized arm as I have normal skin and I moisturize. And I feel like this is how I do all my videos, so this is how I'm showing it to you guys. And in the shadows, I go, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if it's a rectangular, or I'll swirl it around on, you know, a round pan, and then I'll go down and then kind of blend it with my finger. When it's very blotchy, like this green, the oranges, and how brutally patchy these ones are, I do not give it a leg up by going back in the pan and trying to build it and build it and build it with my finger, because I want you guys to see, after me dipping my finger in the pan, going up and down 5 times, and then swatching it out, that with 5 dips with my finger, that's what you get. So I'm sorry that some people who are such crazy Kat Von D fans can't handle that that's how I do it, but that's how I try to keep it as honest as possible. That being said, swatches are not the end-all be-all, and it doesn't mean that the shadows won't perform well. And if I was being safe, I would keep it with a warm look today. That way I could give you guys a raving review for sure and tell you guys absolutely go out and buy this palette. Instead, I'm going to do a cool tone look to put these guys to the test because they are swatching really horribly. And then if they perform really well, we'll know that this entire palette is going to be an amazing palette. So I did want to let you guys know that I am going to take that risk. Even though the heat I got in the last one, I took the risk, and oh my god, did I get hate. So I'm showing you, if you guys don't care and you want the anniversary palette, if you're sticking with the warm tones, they are a little patchy, but those would be very easy to build up and you'd have beautiful looks. But the cool tones are not swatching well, so that's the kind of look I'm going to try to play with today. So I'm going to go prep and prime my eyes, and then I'm going to do the lip swatching at the end of the video, and I will be right back. Alright, so I'm going to take some crazy risks in my mind because I really want to use this green, but kind of like up top, even though it's metallic, because I love that shade. I wish it wasn't metallic for the look that I'm kind of envisioning, and I think I want to put maybe a white cut crease today instead of glitter, because I want to work with like that corner so we can really put those shades to the test because they swatched so poorly. Not that shade, but these shades swatched really poorly. And then I wish that there was like a silver glitter to put like on the inner corner to kind of go in with that. So I might have to settle for also using that shade to tie it in, and then maybe topping it with some of the highlight shade. I'm not sure. So just bear with me with these steps because it's going to seem a little weird, but we're going to work through it. So starting with my Carity E31, I'm going to take this like army green and start building the crease and above, and there's like no kickback. We're good. That's pigmented, and that one did not swatch well. Alright, so first of all, ignore my brows. I'm sorry, somebody is mowing outside right now, so my dogs are barking. But I was saying, ignore the brow hair. I did not realize how out of control it is because I don't have a magnifying mirror in my bathroom and I haven't tweezed in like 2 weeks because I was sick. So ignore that, but this shade did take a little bit of effort to get a smooth blend because it was patchy, but it is very pigmented. And aside from that, it's beautiful. You can get a really even blend. It just takes a little bit more than a typical shadow, but I really love that color. So far, so good. Now taking my Moda Pro Crease brush, I'm gonna go into this blue. Whoa, okay. That one has a lot of kickback. And start building this one in the crease and slightly beneath the green. Okay, this blue is beautiful and it's swatched horribly and it's stunning. I changed my mind. I'm bringing this everywhere. I am obsessed with this blue shade. And it is blending to perfection. It has a lot of kickback in the pan, but oh my gosh, look at that impact. Stunning. Now I want to deepen it up, but just ever so slightly over here. But at the same time, I'm scared to because I don't want to mess with this blue shade. So I am going to go into this one just a little bit to see what happens first. Okay, that might be deepening up a little bit. I just don't want to mess with this gorgeous blue. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's enough. That's all. I just wanted a little touch. This one has a lot of fallout too, so just be careful with these ones. You don't need to like jam at it. Some of them you really just need to like tap. You don't even need to go boom. You just need to like tap and you're good. Now taking this NARS brush, it is the number 44. I'm not going to go into that metallic green. A nice coat. And now I'm gonna give this almost like a nice glowing halo over top. Now I'm going to take my Moda Pro crease and go back into the blue and just blend a little bit more. Just to bring a little life right now, I'm going to put some highlight that I'll be demoing on camera when we get to having face makeup on, but I'm going to put this under the brow bone because I know this is looking dark. It's a beautiful highlight. Oh my god, I wish I would have tweezed. Now taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm going to put a pump on the back of my hand. And then my Sigma Cut Crease E62. It has been a minute. We're going to do a half cut crease, dipping the brush on both ends. And then starting at the base, working our way upward. Now taking my MAC 242, I'm going to go right over top of the concealer with this shade. Yeah, this is not giving me the impact that I need. I need more silver. Okay, I'm just gonna do the other eye and I will be right back. So I started blending the blue shade over top on this side to blend, and look how cool. I ended up bringing it over the whole duochrome shade that we laid down over here. And so I started blending here to show you guys mixing the blue over top of that duochrome is amazing. So I'm going to continue doing that so you guys can watch this transformation. So look how dull the duochrome is, and then watch. This blue shade is magical. Now, I know I have a ton of fallout and it doesn't matter because I'm doing my eyes first, but oh, that is beautiful. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I always really try to stay to just the palette when I'm doing a look for the first time, but we have really put a lot of these shades to the test and we know that they perform well. So I'm actually going to do, I haven't tried the Milani toppers yet and I've been really wanting to put them to the test. And I need a little something to bring, I know that this is very vibrant, but I need something at least in the inner corners to make it even more vibrant. So I'm gonna take the Milani Hypnotic Lights Holographic Eye Topper in the shade number 4 Starlight, and let's see how this works. It is a big doe foot applicator. I think just for the sake of, where is my MAC brush? For the sake of being cautious, I'm going to put some on the back, or on a MAC 242, but you can definitely put these directly on. It's just, we have fussed with this eye look so much, I don't want to accidentally overdo it. So, ooh, that looks like a lot. Okay. And this is going to have a pink shift in it, which I think is going to look really nice with the blue. Still not silver, but the highlight is gold, so silver won't really go anyway. That is beautiful, but it's not needed. But it is beautiful. I do like that it does give it a little extra duochromatic. Like, this look is, like, there's so much going on. It's really cool. Now I don't even know if I want to mess with the white liner, but I mean, let's take it there. why not? I haven't actually used these yet. I picked up every single shade. It's the Too Faced Sketch Marker, and this is She Told Little White Lies Pure White Liquid Art Eyeliner. So I'm a little bit scared to use it for the first time after all this hard work again, but the white could be a really cool pop. And then we could even maybe put glitter over top. That's probably getting carried away. I know. But let's see. I have way too much caffeine and I am shaking. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna let that fully dry, go do the other eye, clean up, and then reassess the eye situation. So I'll be right back. All right, I finished up my face, but let's highlight first, and then I want to set everything and then go over what I did. So starting with my Ray Morris Deluxe Kabuki #1 brush, we are gonna just go in. This one is dusty, so I did fluff it off. Normally I don't kick off highlight, I just go in, but it is a little bit more of a dusty one. Oh my God, so pretty. So good. No, Romeo, this is beautiful. There is like micro fine sparkle in here, but it kind of like melts into your skin and then you don't see glitter. It's just glow. But just something to be aware of for anybody who really hates glitter. There is sparkle in this. But oh. I am so... I know, Romeo. Isn't this highlighter so beautiful? Can Kat Von D just like focus on highlighting palettes for a little bit? Because I'm obsessed with every highlighter. Okay. So this is what she looks like without spotlighting. But you know we're gonna take it there. So taking my Sigma F42 strobing fan, we're gonna go there. Yes, honey. Look at that spotlight. Just boom. Yeah, like you can see the glitter more down here. I'm I'm hoping that when I set the face, that'll help kind of melt it all. But the glitter you can't really see on the face, but it is spreading more on the upper lip area. There it is, amped up. Oh, she's glowing. Okay, I'm gonna douse my face and I'll be right back. All right, I tested out a lot of things off of camera, well, in a separate video, so there's a lot to go over, but I won't go into detail. And then there are a few things that aren't new to me that I reused in this video. It's just been so many weeks since I filmed a tutorial, so I'll go over it because I've been sick. So what I have tested out that I put in another video are a few products from Mac. First, I put to the test the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. When I purchased the Mirage Noir, I don't know if it's Miroir Noir or Mirage or shoot, I can't remember what the collection is called right now. Mirage, maybe? I don't know. I'll look it up, but that collection this is actually a sheer foundation. So this is on essentially as my base, and then I put my Huda Beauty foundation in Macaroon 230N on top of it, because this is literally sheer, but it's luminous and beautiful. It'll just be more of like, I don't know, throwing it over my legs or something, or using it as a base and then putting foundation over top, because it doesn't give me anything, but it does say it's a sheer coverage. I just didn't realize that when I bought it. So I did put that to the test. And then from that collection, they released a extra dimension bronzing powder in golden rinse. I think I said golden rise in the video. It's golden rinse. So this is impossible for me to open. That is like a major drawback, is that this is not nail friendly. This shade is beautiful. MAC Give Me Sun is way too warm for my skin tone, because I rarely, why can I not speak today? Again, self-tan, and I don't tan outside at all anymore. And this is so buildable and gives you such a beautiful, natural, sun-kissed glow. It is not overpowering. You can have the lightest wash of a bronze. This is where it's at from MAC for a bronzer. Give Me Sun is like olden days, goodbye, I can't use it anymore. This is gorgeous. I love it. I love its buildability. It's great. This is the bronzer I'm wearing. Then I also put to the test for my blush initially this baby. And it's beautiful, but it is pigmented AF. Like the fuchsia shades really come through, even though there's such a small amount. That's really, when you swirl your brush around the whole compact, that's the shade that really shows up on your cheeks. So I diffused it down, and you don't really see that on me right now, because I really tried to get that off because it's too bold for the bold eyes I have going on. So I did put this on. Then I opened up the nuanced mineralized skin finish, and I was like, ooh, oh. Okay, I said in the video, oh, I guess this one didn't come with a dome, and I guess it was stuck up there. So then I put this one on, I saw this and I was like, oh, let me put that on instead. It's more neutral and it's super glowy, and I put that on and I was like, oh, this is beautiful. This is everything. It's like the most gorgeous, like golden blush, but neutral, stunning. But then I opened up Warm Aura. And I went for Nuanced when I saw the two names, and I'm like, oh, Warm Aura, there's no way that that's gonna go with my eye look. Warm Aura is actually cool toned. So they are named so stupidly. So I tried to diffuse off Nuanced and then put Warm Aura on because I'm like, this is what I need for this eye look. A cool toned but glowy blush. So this is primarily what you are seeing for my blush. Yes, I've gone through 3. The first 2 I really tried to diffuse and erase off my face as much as possible and then lay this baby down because it is awesome. So let me put these babies away because this is just like, this is building up unbelievably. Then today I'm wearing my Colored Rain Faux Mink lashes in She's Fancy. I love these babies. They're the bandless ones that are so comfortable. So that's the style. I haven't worn Colored Rain lashes in a really long time. Then after I was gonna come back on camera after I cleaned up to tell you guys how I was going to proceed, and I decided not to add glitter because so much was going on, and I kind of really like that white pop, and I forgot to come on camera because I got sidetracked with how many MAC products came in. I'm sorry. But what I did have to do was the Too Faced sketch marker was not white enough. It was a little bit on the sheer transparent side, like it wasn't opaque enough. So I ended up taking my Urban Decay razor sharp long wear liquid eyeliner. It's the long wear part I can never remember. I don't know why. I love these things. These are so tried, tested, and true. Every shade that I own every shade, and these things are budge proof. They are like, they're there. Even when I am like using my balm and my makeup wipe, like these things, like they're there. They're so hard to get off, which is great. But I had to go over the Too Faced one with this one because it was not, the white wasn't opaque enough. It wasn't popping. It was kind of like sheer and kind of like washed out, and just, when you're going for white, you need it to be white. So this is the color Bump. They don't call it white, but it's Bump. And you need this if you want white. This is the best I have tried so far. And I used my Hourglass the Veil powder for setting under my eyes, and then my Lancome Absolute powder and La Pêche for setting my face. That I told you guys leaving my last video would be my new setting routine, and that is what I'm doing. I just wanted to let you know I am sticking true to that. I also promised Lulu D that I would try out the new Hourglass primer in my next tutorial, and I set it aside so I could try it out, and I cannot find it right now. So I'm gonna have to search through, like, you have no idea what my beauty room looks like right now, and I think I sprayed too much setting spray and this lash is lifting. And then find it, so I couldn't test that out today, but I did not forget, Lulu, that you do want an update or how you want to know how it performs, and I just can't find it right now. And then I did test out right now off camera after we did the highlight, the Ciate Dewy Spritz, and this is so pretty. Like, look at that extra glow that I just got from setting my face with this. So this is a winner, and just as a little breaker, I did also get it in PR. Kurt was correct. I went and looked because he opened the package up. So one, I'm keeping obviously the one that I purchased, and the one that I received in PR will be going into a giveaway because this is a good. All right, holy cow. I think that's everything, and we can get going with finishing up this lower lash line. Oh no, brows. I almost forgot. And how did I almost forget? I also tested out the new MAC Shape Plus Shade Brow Tint in the color Taupe, which is my exact natural brow color. Like, exact. It's crazy. When you see the MAC video and I'm demoing this, it's exact. So what you do is it has a pen brush tip on one end and you fill it in, draw your shape, and then the other end has a wax powder. Whenever you open it up, it's ready to go, and then if you put the cap back on, you smush the powder, and when you take it off again, then it builds up with a surplus of powder, so I can't take it off. I did that in the video, and then when I put it on and took it off, there was so much powder, so you'll have to just see it in the video, but this side has a very fine powder end, and then you just drag it through with the powder, and this is awesome, and it's waterproof, smudge proof, humidity resistant. This is great. So I also tested this out. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we can work on the lower lash line. All right, I haven't used this Marc Jacobs color yet, so taking this Highliner matte gel eye crayon in Overnight, I'm gonna put this right beneath the lower lash line. I have Romeo on my lap in case you guys are wondering why I'm wiggling and moving. Taking my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, I'm going to dip into the blue and smoke that beneath the lower lash line. Now taking the Milani, oh my gosh, Hypnotic Lights Holographic Eye Topper in number 4 Starlight on my MAC 242. Just gonna put a little bit of this on the lower lash line inner corner. All right, let's try out this Started Kiss Crème lipstick in Sangre, I don't know. Whatever it is, this is super fun and looks really awesome. Definitely going to clash with the eye look though. Oh, it smells good. Vanilla? I don't even know, but this is making my mouth water. It smells so good. Oh my god. Oh, it is orangey. Okay. So for some reason, the monitor color is correct, and what I'm seeing in person looks more red than orange, but it is an orangey red. Okay, this isn't really even, but it's about to come right off as I have more videos to film and this so doesn't go right. Oh, this smells so good. Do your other ones smell like that? I have a couple hanging out right here that I like. Oh, they do. No, this one smells a little bit stronger. I don't know, it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna hide my eyes because it's really clashing. And then I'm gonna put the Glimmer Veil over top so you can see what the gold looks like on top of the red. Because that would make for a beautiful holiday look too. Yes. Just a little bit for an ombre in the center. Look at that. I love her Everlasting. I'm telling you guys, her Everlasting are like the most beautiful type of lip topper. Now that that fell, and you can so see that I'm faking it with my bronzer. Oh my gosh, but her Everlasting liquid lip formula is beautiful. It is such a perfect topper to put in the center and have an ombre lip like you need it. Now I'm looking crazy because of this combo does not look, it's not what's up. So I'm gonna sign off and take this off. So if you guys like this video, please thumbs it up, please share it, please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.